Once upon a time in the cozy town of Hollyville, everyone was bustling around preparing for Christmas. The houses were decorated with twinkling lights, snow covered the rooftops, and children laughed as they made snowmen in the yards. Among them was a little boy named Max, who was excitedly counting down the days until Christmas. Max had a long list of presents he wanted, and he couldn't stop talking about it to his parents. But there was one thing that Max didn't notice: his neighbors, the Greens, were struggling. Mr. Green had recently lost his job, and they barely had enough money to buy food, let alone gifts for Christmas. Little did Max know, his friend Lucy Green wasn't sure if her family would even have a Christmas tree this year. One cold afternoon, Max's mom took him to the town square for the annual Christmas tree lighting. People gathered, and there was warmth and joy in the air. Max noticed Lucy standing with her family, looking a little sad. She didn't have the usual sparkle in her eyes. Curious, Max went over to her and asked, "Lucy, aren't you excited for Christmas?" Lucy gave him a small smile and said, "Yes, but things are a bit different this year." Max didn't understand, but his mom noticed and explained quietly that not everyone could afford Christmas presents and decorations. Max was shocked. He couldn't imagine Christmas without gifts or a tree. As they walked home, he thought deeply about what Christmas really meant. That night, Max couldn't sleep. He thought about Lucy and her family. Suddenly, an idea popped into his head. He tiptoed to his parents' room and shared his plan with them. They smiled warmly and agreed to help. The next day, Max wrapped up some of his own toys, books, and warm clothes he didn't need anymore. He even packed up his favorite puzzle and a little stuffed bear he loved. With his mom's help, he made a batch of Christmas cookies, too. Then, they carefully packed everything in a big, colorful box, tied it with a red ribbon, and left it on the Greens' doorstep with a note that said, "Merry Christmas. From a Secret Santa." The next morning, Max couldn't wait to see Lucy's reaction. When she saw him, her face lit up with joy. "Guess what?" she said, "someone left the most amazing gifts for us. We had cookies and even a new teddy bear for my little brother. It's the best Christmas ever." Max smiled and felt a warmth in his heart that he had never felt before. For the first time, he realized that Christmas wasn't just about getting presents, it was about spreading love, kindness, and joy to those who needed it most. From that Christmas on, Max decided to always be a secret Santa for someone in need. And every year, he felt the true spirit of Christmas growing in his heart. Moral: Christmas is not about receiving gifts, but about giving and sharing joy with others. True happiness comes from helping those who need it the most.